Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. Our blue science is sciencing. We have the ability to create robots right now. We have the technology. We don't quite have the resources yet. There's a lot of things I want to get done in this episode. I don't think we're going to be able to get most of them done, but let's pull up our to-do list here, and let's lay those out. First, robots. I'm gonna put a note on here and just call it bootstrap robots. I don't think we need a permanent robot making facility quite yet, just to be able to bootstrap like 25 or 50 construction robots for our own purposes. We're going to need that. We're going to need advanced oil processing. We need to get that set up before we can do our bootstrap robots, so that priority is going to bump up a little bit. The new coal outpost, I'm actually going to rename this coal refuel outpost. And where are we being attacked? We're being attacked down there by the iron. I keep wanting to hit escape to make that to-do list go away. Let's go see what's going on down there. Make sure everything is okay. Doesn't look like it is. Did they sneak in under the wall? Yeah. Oh, we got spitters now. All right. Well, that's something we have to worry about now. Why can't I put another one there? Oh, because it's mined out. All right, that makes sense. All right. Let's see. If we take you guys out and then put a space between it, is that the same size? All right, I think that'll work with the upgraded ammo and the upgrades that we have. Let's put another one of these right here-ish for now. And let's use real ammo. All right, that should keep all that area protected. Probably going to start getting spitters all over the place now. We'll just put the regular down there. All right, so let's see. The coal refuel, that's not how you spell that. The coal refueling outpost, bootstrap robotics, advanced oil processing, and we need our more permanent power setup. That one needs to come after that coal refuel outpost. All right, that looks good. That looks good. We'll get to working on those. But first, before we get too far involved in that, did I make any chemical plants? I didn't. Let's go and make 5 of those. We actually need more. I need a belt right here and a power pole right there. I miss those sometimes. Thank you for pointing them out. So let's go ahead. We'll roll the intro, and I'm going to head over here to the coal area where we will start working on that. Convinced that I do it on purpose. Yeah, no, like little kind of a scavenger hunt as you're watching my videos. Yeah, no, I think they believe it. I think they believe it, so I'm going to go with it. All right, so I actually made a little bit of a modification in between episodes. You can see where the line was going down before. I actually moved it one segment over. And the reason for that is I wanted to... we need to work on a station here, but I didn't want it to conflict with this coal setup here. The beginning of this is going to be just like any other station. Boy, one of these days, I'm going to get this laying of rail down. It's like I start to get good at it right at the point wherever we get robots, and then I don't need to worry about it anymore. Nope, that was close, but not quite. All right, we don't need that signal there. All right, so this station here is going to serve two purposes. One purpose, we are going to gather up coal into a train to go and transport it to make plastic and power. The other purpose that it's going to serve is I want to bring trains down here to refuel them as part of their schedule. We do have a train that's currently running right now, but it doesn't have any way to refuel. Luckily, it's not going to be moving a lot. So we don't really need to worry about it right now, but it is something we will have to consider here in the future. In the Impractical series, I made a very, very large train depot. Let's go ahead and make that like a blueprint, and we'll do some editing here just to make it right. We don't need that. Actually, can we keep those? Yeah, let's keep those. That right there should do it. We left an extra piece there. There we go. Yeah, in the Impractical series, I made a whole bunch of parking places for trains. And the trains would basically wait at the refueling station until they were needed. I don't want to do that this time, so I think I want the trains to wait somewhere else. So I think we have a little bit of leeway here. We don't need as many train stations, is what I was going to say. Let's see, how does this spacing right here look? And if we have all of our coal coming in from the bottom, we can run something like this. That will probably end. Well, actually, this one actually will continue because I'm going to want to feed our personal train as it goes through. All right, but I believe that pattern right there will work. And how many of these do we want to set up? We don't need, I mean, 2 might work. Two might work. Let's go with 3. And then I want a station. We'll give it just a little bit more space. Something like that right there, which will be our true coal loading station. I'm going to trim this off. That's going to run into there. That all good? We're out of train stops. Can we make some more? We cannot. All right, something we'll have to get to. Do I still have my train in my inventory? I do. All right, we do have some coal there. So we can run back and get some of those stations. Looks like we need more signals, too. I felt so prepared. Guess that didn't last long. Okay, so that'll come in there. We'll have our turnaround, our refueling stops. We need to throw some fast inserters here to do the train refueling. And this down here, let's go ahead and snag that train stop for now, so we can have that down to get the boxes. This is going to be just a regular plain loading station. I'm not seeing any reason to put any special logic or anything on it. We just need to load coal into it. So a bunch of inserters feeding into buffers. We don't have enough inserters. Can we at least make some of those? No, I used all the things. Did I bring belt? I brought a little bit of belt. We can go ahead and mark that off, though. So if we bring a line in there and split it off like that, And then do the same thing on this side, but mirror it. Boy, we're out of splitters too. I felt so prepared. I felt so prepared. All right, power, 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 power. We'll have a line that most likely is going to be coming from down here and traveling up that way. With that, going up like that. Do we need the big power poles down here? I'm going to assume, yes, we definitely will. Because we'll need to read the coal signal coming off the main network into that station so we know when to send off our coal train. Wire up this little area here that's going to be off. All right, and that should be good. We have a coal patch over there and a coal patch down there. I think I'm going to go ahead and hook up this one because it's closer. And I do have a couple of miners here. That will go down to there. Space 1, 2, 3. That's going to be our line. All right, that's the amount of coal we can make. One up there, and to balance that out, we need one on the bottom. All right, I think this will get us started. So we'll have 2 lines. Two lines of coal coming out, and we want to split that. Well, I don't think we really need like a balancer or anything working on that. I think what I'd do is just do like a regular pull like that. Push it all the way there so that we get priority coming out the bottom, and then we blend those 2 lines right there. I think that's what I want. So you'll go in there. I know it doesn't make a difference, but it totally does. Let's pull all of this up 1 tile. Okay, that'll go through like that. We need ghosts. The purpose of that being so that it'll line up with that just fine. You'll come down. You will come down. Then we can run you here. And run you there. Minor detail, but it kind of makes a difference. A little bit. Power pole running there. This will come in and feed into there. You will send that to the train. That should be set. We will name this. Can we copy this train station from here? Ah, we can. But we don't want that. We actually, oh, we could just selected it in the list. We want the mining icon. Item equals coal. All right, so that will be our coal source. We do have a station for it, and we don't need all these refueling stations active. What do we want to call this? Let's call this item equals locomotive. Is that right? And item equals, I'm going to use rocket fuel because I think that's a little bit obvious to say that, because we'll probably go from coal to the nuclear fuel. That's generally what I tend to do. I plan to do other things, but that's generally where I end up. So I think that we'll make it kind of obvious. It's going to be neither, right? But we know what that means. All right, that's looking pretty good to me. Let's run power over here to these miners. And then we'll have to go back to base in order to fill in all the holes. All right, and where is... Oh, we had a blueprint of that all along, didn't we? Uh-oh, out of wall. Probably something like that, and then maybe one in this general area. All right, I think this is going to be pretty much good to go for now, at least. Let's throw this train down. Coal refuel process. I'm not quite ready to take that off yet. Let's go there. Oh, I keep wanting to escape that out. Let's go here. We'll try out our little station. Actually, let's do it even further back. Let's do something like that. All right, we should be able to hop out here, and as long as that's still named the same, it is. That should carry on through. All right, I do want to work a little bit on this station, but before we do that, I want to come down here and grab some of the items that we may need, or that we will need, definitely will need. Grab some copper. Grab some iron. Let's see, we needed some fast inserters. We needed some splitters. We needed some underground. We needed signals. And we needed train stops. We're going to need a train, too. And a wagon. More chemical plants. Do we have some tanks? We do have some tanks. All right, I don't know if this is going to work out long term, but it's something I want to play with. Let's pull this train out here real quick. Do we have a offshore pump? I didn't make one of those. Let's make one of those. All right, so I want to take this out, and I want to add an additional tank right here. I'm going to try to see if I can set this station up to move this one single station, this one single train, to move both petroleum and water. That's going to be the goal. We have a little bit of help with that in that we're gonna need some pipe here too. I think we're gonna have to take that down. Actually, we could probably do this right here. Take this pipe down to here. Did that stretch? Did. Wasn't expecting that. Still missing a pipe. How far are we away? We're pretty far away. Let's just come down here and grab some real quick. It should just be right here up top. And we'll take some extra gears too. Never have too many extra gears. All right, so I want to put an extra tank here, and I want to push all of this petroleum into that extra tank and buffer it here instead of right here. The reason being is I want this tank to be empty. This tank and this tank should be the same size. So when this tank is empty, we have enough petroleum here to call in another train. So that way we're not getting partially full tanks. We're not getting tanks, so the train just comes and sits here forever. It's just whenever this tank is empty, I want to send a signal out on the network that says, I need petroleum here. So let's throw down a decider here real quick. And what I want to do is just normalize the signal coming out of this one right here. And I want to say, if... that's under fluids. Petroleum is greater than 0. Send out 1 petroleum. I could have did that with an each by each. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. It'll make it a little bit more generic. There never should be anything other than petroleum in that tank. Well, let's go with this way for now. We'll come back to that later. All right, and then we want to make sure that this signal that says we need petroleum goes out on the main network. That should hook it up right there. We're getting a petroleum signal. Why aren't we getting a petroleum signal? Because when it equals 0, we want to send out that petroleum signal. All right, we're getting a petroleum signal out there. Excellent. All right, this is going to be our water pump, our water storage tank. This will come down, and it looks like it'll fit right here. That's good. We'll have a water pump that's filling up that tank. But we only want this pump to work whenever there's no petroleum in there. And we have a water signal. Similar to this, we'll set this up so that we have our electric area up there is sending out a water signal saying that it has enough room to store a train full of water. And that's going to come through on this red wire right here. So I think we could set this where water is greater than 0. We will enable that pump. The problem we have now is that water gets pumped into there and then it reverses and gets pumped into there. So what we could do about that is hook that pump up to that station and read the train contents. And I want you enabled when petroleum is greater than 0. So only enabled if there is petroleum in that train. All right, we get our water pump. Excellent. No. let's just do inactivity for now. That will be just fine. And let's see if this works the way that I hope. This should be disabled because we don't have a water signal going anywhere. This should be disabled now, but when we pull the train in to this post, that should drain out the petroleum. All right, that should turn off the petroleum signal. And it's hard to see when we're moving, but I do not see a petroleum signal going out on the line. See, I do not want that pulling into the station. Let's just pull it off a little bit past. Let's grab a radar and throw it up here. Preferably in an area that has turret coverage. Much better. Can we take this up one? We'll put our water storage there. Okay, you feed into there. You are loading. This will be water, so we want a pump evacuating the water that comes in from the train, going over to there, and then this goes out and we'll send water out to our processing here for all of our cracking as well as our advanced petroleum needs. Probably should set that up as a pump. I don't know. I'm not worried about being too optimized here. All right, and then we just need similar logic as to what we had down here. Can we make a copy of this station? Because I don't remember how everything was wired. Oh, I guess it's very different. Okay, well, we can do this. We can do this. This is not going to be a problem. All right, we had a combinator down, a decider combinator that is going to read from this tank and say when water equals 0, I want to send out a signal of water. And I want to send that out into the wild, into the red network. Well, you need to get this station blueprint with all of the signals set. All right, so we got red going off into the wild. Excellent. So that is going to go there. We want this pump. I guess that's going to have to go on the green network. We want to read the train contents, and you are enabled only when water is greater than 0, meaning that there is water in that train. And did we have any logic on the output? I'm looking at it and thinking that we might not need any. Oh yeah, we want to hook this red network up to here. We only want to enable this pump when petroleum is greater than 0. So read from that, send out to the network whenever. So we're now requesting water because this is empty. I'm assuming we're not getting a petroleum signal now because can we read circuits from down here? All right, so yeah, even down here, we are getting the water signal down here. It is not sending out a petroleum. It's going to take a while for that to go through. That is okay. Yeah, let's just say 1 second of inactivity. Let's just say 1 second of inactivity. And let's give this a run and see if it behaves the way... Let's see how bad we mess stuff up. And I'm not sure if this is going to be a scalable thing that'll work throughout the base. It's more just me... I'm not trying to play optimally here. I'm just playing with little toys and concepts here. And that if you don't know about the way that I'm playing, about the way that I play. All right, well, I guess we're going back here. That'll be good. We'll get to test this out. Nothing should happen. All right, and nothing did because we don't have any place to put the petroleum down here, so we're not going to load any of it. Why stop? Uh-oh, I don't have signals there. All right, that'll fix it. Okay, this will load up. Oh! 1 second of inactivity, not long enough? It appears so. Let's bump that up to 2. Well, let's do 3. Didn't look like that was enough time to get the pump set in place. But we can confirm this again. Yes, definitely appears to be working the way we want it to. Come down here. We are getting the water signal. Okay, so the water will fill up. This pump is not pumping it out, which is excellent. Okay, our train changed colors. That's the train painter mod. And that should come up and unload the water. Are we getting a signal? No, we're not. All right, so this guy is just going to be neutral. Let's add a refuel station and blue greater than 0 or petroleum greater than 0. All right, and I know I said I didn't want trains to wait, but that seems kind of like since it's more of a neutral ground for it to wait at. All right, that should fill up that tank, so we no longer have our oil, our petroleum, or our water signal. So you should now go back to the refueling station. Where you sit and wait, or at least you would sit and wait. We're gonna need more wire. While we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and refill some of these items here. We need that splitter. We need those splitters. I want output priority on the right. Output priority on the right. Make sure all of that is signaled. That all looks good. You all have all of your signals, and we should have some red wire now. We do. We do need a train stop there. That is going to be our personal train stop. All right, and you are sending to train. You are sending to train. So this should wait here until we get a gas or a water signal, and then it'll take off and go do its job. All right, and you guys will load up coal. So we can get a train running coal here. Oh, it's just all wrapping up in a nice little ball, isn't it? Fantastic. All right, where is my train? Oh, we lost. Gotcha. All right, well, come and pick me up. And we will head back to base. Let's see. I think that's going to go ahead and we'll call that done for now. And we didn't have anything for that station set up there. There, I'm hitting escape again. But that is something we can work on. We do have the stuff to do advanced oil processing. We've got at least 14 chemical plants. That should be enough to get started. And we do have stuff to move our power to a more permanent area. So I think we're in good shape there. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode. Is that getting close? Getting very close. Okay, we'll see if this works here soon. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.